Hey everybody, this is Brent Scott with Premier Home Inspection. I'm coming to you today from a crawl space. Get a lot of questions from folks asking what we look at in crawl spaces, and most folks have never been in a crawl space. I don't blame them because they're not always fun. So I'm going to take a few minutes today and show some of the stuff that we look for. We're in a newer construction house, and it actually looks pretty good under here. But I have a special guest with me. Some of you guys may know her. This is Miss Emily Foust.
Hey guys.
Yes, that's Emily. She's wearing a crawl space suit and a headlamp, looking good today. So I'm going to give the camera over to her, and she's going to video for me. So folks, just a handful of the things that we look for in a crawl space. Emily, if you'll show down on the floor, there's a really good solid vapor barrier that covers the entire floor of the crawl space. The idea with the vapor barrier is to hold down and reduce the amount of condensation that can come up from the earth below the house. It's amazing how even small gaps in the vapor barrier can allow humidity and condensation to build up in the crawl space. Another thing we look for is what type of insulation, how well is insulation installed? Is it falling down? Is it missing? Has it been wet? And along with that, we're looking at the flooring system. You can see this flooring system is very clean. There's no evidence of any biological growth or really any evidence that there's been elevated or prolonged moisture built up in the crawl space. Another item that we kind of look for that you can see from this vantage is the heating and air ducts. Are they properly supported? Are they intact? Is the insulation damaged? Does it look like there's ever been any water infiltrating them? One of the biggies that we run into in Middle Tennessee, Emily, if you'll turn the camera around this way, is standing water. The last couple of years we've had so much rain, and which is a good thing, but it can be hard to keep water out of crawl spaces. And one of the areas we look at in a crawl space is along the foundation walls, and in a low point in particular, which this corner that we're showing right here, this is a low point of the crawl space. And as you can see, it is dry, never been any moisture intrusion, which is really good. Another thing that we look for in a crawl space, when I do an inspection, we typically work from the top down, meaning that we'll usually start on the roof, the exterior, go inside, work from the top floor down, and do the crawl space last. And the reason that I've always done that is not just because I typically dread the crawl space, which I do a lot of times. It's because you're running water throughout the house. You're flushing toilets, you're running appliances, you're running the showers and sinks and stuff like that. And if you don't do that first, if you come to the crawl space first, you're potentially not going to find leaks. So once we have run all that water, we'll come to the crawl space and closely look at any and all plumbing fittings. Anywhere pipes are joined together is a very common place to find leaks, and anywhere that you see a pipe coming through the floor, a lot of times you can also see leaks there. So there's no leaks on this one. This one looks good, but I just wanted to give an example of some of the stuff we look for in regards to the plumbing.